Alaskan bush people rain brown off D-Bend. What's wrong? Fans of Alaskan bush people have continued to follow members of the Brown family on social media even after the series end. However, they sometimes grow worried over their favorite TV personalities. In particular, some fans have recently grown worried about Rain Brown following a recent Instagram post. Some Alaskan bush people fans are worried for Rain Brown over comments she's been receiving as of late. As seen on Alaskan bush people, Rain, also known as Rainy and Merry Christmas Catherine Raindrop Brown, is the youngest daughter of the Brown family. On the series, viewers watched Rain as her family attempted to live off the grid in Alaska. While the series originally ended in 2022, fans have continued to follow members of the Brown family on social media. However, a recent post from Rain on Instagram has some fans worried. Taking to Reddit, the fan noted Rain's catching a lot of flack in the comments. People are calling her out for being high, and she's admitting to at least being high on weed and using psych meds. As the post continued, I have no idea if there are issues with doing both, so I'm not judging that. The original poster added, she calls Ruth a parasite in one of her replies. Many fans felt it must have been hard for the Brown kids to grow up on television. The original poster also shared a screenshot of Rain's Instagram. As she wrote in the caption, Hiruf Girkwell, hey peeps. I just couldn't leave Hiruf Girkwell behind and got kicked off my Rain Catherine Brown for celeb impersonation lol. So thanks for the flattery Instagram lol, nonetheless thank y'all for hanging in there with me. See ya later #RainBrown #Hiruf Girkwell. In the comments, fans noted that Rain was recently having trouble with social media. As one fan noted, oh, I wondered what happened to her other IG act. It's a train wreck and I'd hate to see it. Sad TikTok also banned her from doing lives. What a mess. When another fan asked what had happened with TikTok, another fan explained, I don't know. I don't think she knows for sure. She's not banned from TT, just from doing lives on TT. The explanation continued. She said she thinks people were reporting her lives. In an update, the latter fan also shared a TikTok video from Rain where she explained the situation. Continuing this, many fans found Rain's situation sympathetic. Some pointed out how she grew up on screen, saying that it couldn't have been easy for her. I think it should be illegal to have minors growing up on TAV the way she did. Maybe the same thing would happen even if she didn't, but it could not have been good for her. Oh man, she's gone off the deep end. I hope she gets back on track, so sad. The comments she receives are really mean. I don't like the bullying. I know a lot of people who smoke weed. Rain Brown, the youngest member of the infamous Brown family from Alaskan bush people, has always been a figure of intrigue, both for fans of the show and for those curious about her real-life struggles. As a child growing up in the Alaskan wilderness, Rain's life was unconventional. Her home was in the wild, her schooling was done off the grid, and her social circles were limited to her immediate family. As the show progressed, fans watched as Rain matured, evolving from a young girl into a young woman, and like many young people, she began to experience her own struggles and challenges. However, lately, Rain has found herself under the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. From cryptic social media posts to unsettling comments about her emotional and mental health, it seems like Rain has been spiraling, and fans are beginning to worry. So what exactly is going on with Rain Brown, and what's causing her to go off the deep end? A life in the limelight. Rain Brown has spent much of her life in the public eye. Raised in a family that made its name as reality TV stars on Alaskan bush people, Rain has known no other life than one lived under the scrutiny of cameras. The Brown family's journey from living off the land in remote Alaska to navigating the world of television fame is an incredible one, but it's also one that's fraught with its own set of challenges. The family's struggles to live independently, cope with personal loss, and battle public controversies have been broadcast for all to see. While some members of the family have been more comfortable with their fame, Rain has been more introverted and emotional. In her earlier appearances, Rain came across as a sweet, quiet girl, often providing a contrast to her more outspoken and larger-than-life siblings. Her closeness to her family, particularly her father, Billy Brown, was evident, and viewers watched as she navigated the difficulties of growing up in the public eye. But as Rain got older, her behavior began to shift, and fans noticed a significant change in her demeanor. More recently, her social media accounts have offered a glimpse into her personal life, showing a much darker side to the reality star. It's through these posts that many fans have started to express their concerns for Rain's well-being. The darker side of fame. Rain's most recent Instagram posts have raised eyebrows, as they seem to indicate that the star is struggling with depression and emotional turmoil. For someone who grew up in a family that lived off the land and kept much of their lives private, this sudden openness on social media is jarring. Fans have expressed their concern over Rain's cryptic messages, with many wondering if she is seeking attention or, more troublingly, reaching out for help. In one post, Rain shared an image of herself looking melancholic, captioned with the words, "Some days it feels like I'm not meant to be here." This kind of statement is unsettling, and it suggests that Rain is grappling with feelings of isolation, despair, and perhaps even self-worth issues. Fans flooded the comments with messages of support, encouraging her to reach out to loved ones and seek help if she needed it. In addition to these posts, there have been moments where Rain's behavior seemed erratic and emotionally charged. She's been vocal about struggling with the death of her father, Billy Brown, who passed away in 2021. Billy was not just a father figure to Rain. He was her guide and protector in a world that was often harsh and unforgiving. Losing him left a massive void in her life, and it's clear that his death has taken a toll on her mental health. Grief can be a powerful force, and for someone like Rain, whose entire sense of self was so wrapped up in her family and the lifestyle they led, the loss of her father might have been devastating. However, her apparent detachment from the rest of the family in recent months has caused many to question whether the grief is the only issue at play here. Mental health struggles. Rain's emotional and mental health struggles are not entirely unexpected, given the circumstances of her life. Growing up in the public eye with constant attention on her every move is enough to cause anyone to feel overwhelmed. The constant pressure to perform for cameras, the loss of privacy, and the unavoidable judgment of strangers can take a toll on one's mental well-being. For many of the Brown family members, the reality of being a public figure in a hit TV show has been challenging, but for Rain, this may be even more pronounced. She's gone through her formative years under the glare of television lights, which can distort one's sense of reality. Add to that the isolation that comes with living in the Alaskan wilderness, removed from the support systems that many other people take for granted. And it's not hard to see how Rain might struggle. Many viewers believe that Rain's situation is emblematic of a larger issue within the world of reality TV. Stars often enter the public eye as children, and their growth, personal development, and emotional well-being are often scrutinized by millions. This can create a toxic environment, and for Rain, it may have been even more difficult due to her deep emotional sensitivity. She has always been more introspective than her siblings, which can make it harder to process feelings of loss or sadness in healthy ways. Rain's emotional turmoil has also been exacerbated by the pressure to live up to the expectations that come with being part of the Brown family. The family's rugged, off-the-grid persona is part of the brand that made them famous. But that persona doesn't necessarily align with the struggles Rain is dealing with. For someone who is going through mental health issues, the pressure to constantly appear strong and self-sufficient could exacerbate feelings of inadequacy. What's next for Rain Brown? Given all of these factors, it's no surprise that Rain Brown has been struggling in recent months. Fans are left wondering what her future holds. Will she be able to find the support she needs to overcome her emotional challenges, or will she continue to spiral deeper into despair? There's also the question of whether Rain will remain in the spotlight. As the world continues to watch her every move, the pressure on her only seems to grow. However, if Rain can find a way to disconnect from the public eye, focus on healing, and build a stronger support system, it's possible that she could find the peace and stability she desperately needs.